Hello, today we're going to talk about the game Doom 2 and how two levels have been constructed and how effective they are in teaching the player the mechanics of the game. The first level will be my level and the second level will be a peer's level. As you can see, this is the layout of the level. As you can see, it is very small, but I believe that it gets to the point of teaching the core mechanics of the game. So this is what the player first sees when they enter the level. The first thing on the left is a demon. It has been placed there as a design so that the player can practice using the core mechanic of shooting. The place where they have entered is pretty long, so they are able to go forward and back, learning the damage and the range that the weapon is able and capable of doing. Another thing that a player will see is the door right in front of them. It has been placed there for the reason to show the player straight away where they must go. As you can see, there is light around the door to make it really pop out and for them to notice it. And the last thing you see on the screen is the blue key card that has been placed there to pull the player towards the right hand side. He'll be flashing colors in game to actually pull it for them to explore the bigger area instead of going straight for the door. So this is the next part within the area that they are spawned from. If they are pulled by the key card, they will be rewarded with a shotgun that is in the little area. This has been done so the player will learn that exploring is a good thing and yet you're rewarded by doing it, which is a main motif that should be emphasized within the game. So this is what the player sees once they've gone through their door. They see the back of an enemy. This has been done so whatever weapon that the player has at that time, they can understand once again the range of the weapon and how much it takes to actually kill an enemy. After they've killed that enemy and gone around the bev, they are greeted with two enemies actually facing them, making the player have more of a challenge this time. These enemies have been chosen on purpose due to the fact that once they have been killed by the player, they will drop the shotgun. So if they didn't pick it up in the previous area, so no matter what, they'll have that shotgun, which this level has been based around. After they go through the door, which was on the previous screen, they are entered into this room. There are enemies in front of them. The first one is placed perfectly at a distance, so if they shoot straight away, it'll die at a one-hit kill. So it's at the max area, so if it comes any closer, it is still also a one-hit kill. Understanding the health and the range, once again showing them and teaching them about the weapons in this game. There's two more things that the player sees. They see a window and the hole. First, the window. If the player had a look through it, they were able to see an exit sign. This shows where the player must go and what they must do, so the player knows what he must do or what she must do and where they must go if they want to complete the level. The next is the hole, and that is the next area they're going to. So this is the area that they go to after they enter the hole. They see two things. They see a red thing and a blue thing. So the red thing is a key card that they need later in the level. It is also there to show them and remind them what a key card looks like. The blue thing is a key door. If they go up to it without the blue key card, which is on the first part of the level, it says you do not have the key card. Having the red key card there should help them to know what a key card is and remind them of that first screen. Having both of the objects blue should indicate that they go together quite nicely. So this screen looks very much the same, but with one difference. If you look to the door, you see a really shiny blue thing. It'll be flashing, which wasn't there before. This is the door that they just opened. It's a secret door which has been unlocked. I've put it easy to see and almost making the player forced to see it, just to show that there are secrets within the game of Doom. So this is a secret room that they just opened. As you can see, there's a few health packs and stuff like that to help them within the level. It shows the player that these doors or areas that they go into don't have to be open but can really help them with the level. This shows that exploration is a good thing once again in the level, rewarding the player for doing so. This is the second part of the main area which they've already entered. They see three main things. They see a door and two holes. So if they go to the door first, it will show that it's shut and it needs to be unlocked. So this will bring them probably to either one of the holes. If they go to the top hole, they see a red, so this shows where they need to go and what they need to do. And then they see the second, and it has a switch on it. Based on previous experience, they should understand that they need to go to the switch and use the action key to activate it. These next two screens are just showing the path that it takes to get to that red area. If they follow the switch, it brings them down into a lift where an enemy is really close range, and they should have the shotgun shotgun by now. If they don't, it doesn't really matter, and they should be able to kill it. Then there is another switch in front of them. If they do that, it is a lift that brings them up to a staircase, and that'll take them towards the red lock, which they need to unlock the door. This has been done to show that there are lifts and staircases within the game to get to hard to reach places. So this is what the player sees once they've reached the top to where the red lock is. They can see the red lock and they cannot unlock it, but they also can see through the window, and they can see a really big demon that they must face if they want to get to the exit sign, warning them of what is to come, helping them to finish the level. So this is the last boss battle that the player must face if they want to finish the level. The player doesn't know this, but there's actually an invisible line that the monster can't actually cross, making it easier for them, but still making it hard in the sense that the demon has a lot of health. This just helps the player thinking that they are defeating this hard big monster. In fact, it's actually easy due to the fact that it is restrained to a certain area within the map. Once they kill the monster, they get to just go straight to the exit where they finish the level. Through playing this level, they have learned most of the core mechanics needed if they want to complete the game. So now we'll go on to my peer's level and critique it just like we did my own. As you can see, his level is very small away, but I believe that it also teaches the player the core mechanics of the game that they need if they want to complete it. So this is the first area. It's a really big room with cylinders and a switch right in front, not giving the player the option except to go straight towards the switch. They can explore the room, but ultimately it will lead to nothing and they will have to go to the switch. So once they open the switch, it'll come up to a really dark room, but with a light in the middle. By doing this, it draws the player forward. This is a really good indication to show the player where they need to go if they want to proceed. Once the player goes towards their light, they see multiple items on the step that it is on. One of them is a shotgun and the other are bullets. As a designer, this was put there for the reason due to the fact that the level itself is designed for a shotgun. Another thing that is on the pedestal is a switch. Once you've opened the switch, it opens up these areas where light is. Also, it has demons on it. Because the fact that you're on a level, the demons can't actually hit you, so you can shoot them free will. This teaches the player the mechanics of shooting. Once you get to the switches and activate it, there is a door that opens, and it is indicated due to the fact that it is very bright. It goes towards these hallways, and at the end of the hallway you see a dark figure and it slowly comes towards you. You can see it because behind it is light. This is an enemy, and it teaches the player the range that the shotgun that they have picked up can do. After that, there's another hallway that leads to nothing. It is actually at the end of that hallway that there is a hidden switch that you can see. It is in the dark. This shows that exploration is needed within the game due to the fact that you have to look for the switch if you want to proceed. Once you open the door, it opens up to this place where enemies are. This place looks really good compared to the rest of the map due to the detail that was in it. As a design, this has been done to try and make the player explore, because there is a secret switch that opens up a secret door that leads into a secret room with a stronger shotgun that they can use. This shows the player that exploration once again is a good thing within the game, and then that they are secret. Once you go to the end of the room, there's a switch that opens up to the door, which leads back into the original cylinder room. At the end of the room though, you see a whole bunch of enemies. Due to the fact that you have a shotgun and then they are one hit kill, it's not difficult, but through numbers it shows difficulty, so the player might feel overwhelmed or something like that because it's at the end of the level. And also, once you defeat it, there's a hallway with bright colors and 2 exit signs showing that it's at the end of the level. Ultimately, this level does show the core mechanics of the game, but playing through it, I had to play through it twice to fully understand it. I missed the secret door the first time, and it did take me a while to find the switch in the hallway because of the lighting. As a tutorial level, I think it's successful of teaching, but there is some things that could be changed to make it a more successful tutorial. Thank you for listening.